Is the American moon landing real or fake? Why are there so many suspicions surrounding it? Before answering this question, it is important to put aside conspiracy theories and focus on the capabilities and strength of the United States. The United States of America, which was once a British colony, emerged over time as a world power, consolidating its military strength during World War II. Except for the Soviet Union, no other country was capable of rivaling the United States at that time. On July 20th, 1969, the Apollo 11 spacecraft, launched by the United States, successfully landed on the moon. This event marked the first time that humans, represented by Armstrong and Aldrin, stepped onto the lunar surface. Although the technology at the time was significantly less advanced than that of today, almost 600 million people around the world watched the live broadcast of the historic feat. In fact, all Apollo missions, from Apollo 8 to Apollo 17, were broadcast live to the entire world. Unfortunately, many countries did not have the infrastructure necessary for the public to watch these broadcasts. Even so, the United States' technological level was already leading the world, and it remained ahead for at least 20 years. Some people suspect that the United States faked the moon landing. On the day of the landing, more than 600 million viewers in dozens of countries watched the live broadcast and did not question the presence of the Soviet probe Luna 15, which was also on the moon that day, nor did they doubt the Apollo missions. From the launch to the recovery, the television audience, like everyone else present, never questioned the efforts of the tens of thousands of engineers of different nationalities involved in the Apollo moon landing program. During the past 50 years, none of the world's major espionage organizations has questioned the veracity of the landing, and the KGB has never raised any suspicions. At the time, the Soviet Union, which was almost the United States' equal in power and always looking for fault, also did not question the Soviet astronauts who monitored the Apollo 11 mission. There were also no doubts among the billions of people who witnessed the launch of the Saturn V rocket or the Apollo spacecraft on display. Tourists who visited exhibits about the mission never questioned the global experts who took laser measurements between the Earth and the Moon, or who studied moonquakes. The probes that went to the Moon later to take pictures, including Chang'e 2, did not raise any doubts, nor did the more than 100 countries that received samples of lunar soil brought back by the Apollo missions. Yet this event, which should have been recorded in history, ended up being ignored by some conspiracy theorists on the internet. They questioned and presented alleged evidence in an attempt to discredit this great achievement in human history. Not even the three aviation heroes who lost their lives in the Apollo 1 mission, Edward White, Virgil Grissom and Roger Chaffee, could have imagined such discredit. The discussions focused on details such as the absence of stars and national flags in the background of the images of the moon landing and the footprints on colored stones visible on the lunar soil. Many may not know that, to date, only one human spacecraft has left the solar system, Voyager 1, launched by the United States in 1977. The largest space telescope in existence, the Hubble Telescope, also launched by the United States in 1990, is still in operation. In addition, there are several space probes that have explored different parts of the solar system. Mariner to Mercury, Perseverance to Mars, Galileo to Jupiter, Cassini to Saturn, New Horizons to Pluto, and Parker to the Sun. Much of the knowledge we have today about the universe, about 70% of what is taught in schools and books, comes from these missions. Are these detectors also fake? The level of knowledge we possess determines our cognitive capacity, and this capacity influences how we see the world. Although the United States is a power, we must recognize the excellence of its achievements. Today, China has emerged as a superpower, second only to the United States, and has made significant advances in astronomical research. To consider the Apollo moon landing program only an achievement of the United States would be a short-sighted view. Science knows no borders, and the moon landing is an achievement of all humanity. This is not a national achievement, but a historic milestone in the development of human civilization, which has lasted more than 50 years. Just like the words of Armstrong, the first man to set foot on the moon, which marked this unforgettable moment.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.